What is the bug doing? Looks like he's got the awning out. Hi, my bug.
Hi, girl.
What's going on out here?
It's RV cleanup time.
And why is that?
I gotta be honest with you. It's the funnest damn time of the year. Yes! You know what that means? After we clean it up, it's time to use it.
Where are we gonna go with it?
You know, here, there. Colorado.
Woo!
Mountains.
Whoop whoop!
Continental Divide.
What all have you done with it today since we've had it?
I've done quite a bit. A lot of general maintenance. There's just like a lot of little gotchas and gitches. The most recent thing was I was fixing a gasket up on top of the fart fan, and I was like, well, there's more than one gasket. And sure enough, you know, where we got the outdoor grill, the other compartment where we keep all of our tools, around all the doors outside we have rubber gaskets, so they've all been conditioned. Inside for our wet bath.
Nice.
Gaskets, so that, and now I'm just cleaning the inside and the outside of the awning in the places you wouldn't expect. So up and under, we're going to grease where these little babies slide, and yeah, just a lot of good maintenance to be done. But
loving it.
It's a fun thing to work on.
So peeps, we know we haven't reached out in a while. Oh gosh, I look like a big nerd. All right. Yeah, we know it's been literally 7 months since we posted a video, but we live in Missouri and it's cold. All right, it's cold 7 months of the year. So we just now, as of yesterday, got JT. As the boog was saying, we did a little there's some stuff going on. He's installed a leveler, right? Auto level. The tire minder, is that in too? No. Okay, so we're putting that in, which will monitor our tires when we're going to Colorado, which is after the wedding at some point. We're getting married in 2 weeks. Whoop. And then you did, what else, babe? What else did you do today? Oh, you changed the batteries in the lock, the combination lock on the outside of the door because they were dead, as you can imagine, at 7 months. Yeah. So we're just getting it ready, and we just wanted to say hi because it had been, oh, that's so much better. Why didn't you do that from the beginning? Because we haven't checked in a long time, and we thought it would be good to do that. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.
You're rambling.
And yes, I am. All right, well, we will see you soon. Probably at our wedding soon, and then Colorado trip. So take care, guys.
Peace out.
Happy camping. Whoop. Bye.
So as part of our 2023 upgrades to the RV, we have purchased a LevelMate Pro. This unit will help you ensure that your vehicle is level front to back and side to side. Being a true man, I ripped it out of the box and I mounted it, and then I started reading instructions. This is what the outside of the box looks like. Pretty simple. As far as information on the back, like I mentioned, it's here to help you go left to right, side to side, front to back, get as level as possible. It's done with Bluetooth, so while you're backing your vehicle up, you can see exactly how many inches off you are. So it's very helpful in picking the prime, most optimal spot before getting out any kind of leveling equipment from your rig, okay? So there wasn't a whole lot of instructions on the inside. Let's take a look. We open the box up and it says, let's get started. And it's got a great QR code that takes you to the app that you can download it. All that was super great. And then it has you go through the setup wizard. So in my mind, you normally have everything set up and mounted and ready to go. This is flush with the bottom of one of our seats, so it is vertical in my mind. So let's get started. Okay, well, we know where the unit is. It's right there. But there's nothing else in there. Everything else is online on the app itself when you start the setup wizard. What is in here are some glue dots. If you're wondering why they have glue dots, because one thing they don't tell you, actually a couple things they don't tell you, okay? You need to have a couple measurements and a level rig before you start this process. So we live on a street that has quite an incline, so I'm going to have to re-level this when we get to a level surface. But what I did almost immediately set it up with screws, because again, you have to get into the Wizard before they tell you these things. So we got these glue dots. These glue dots are to temporarily hold the LevelMate Pro unit in place while you decide where you can get the best signal strength, as well as if that particular mounting spot is going to work for you. So that's what the glue stickies are for. You don't have to go and screw them in immediately like I did. Two other measurements you're going to need for your level setup is the width of the tires, and they want you to measure from the very outside of this tire to the very outside of the adjacent tire. If you have more than one axle, it doesn't matter. Whatever is the longest width and distance between the outside of this tire and the outside of the corresponding tire, that's what we want. In my case, that was 105 inches. The other measurement you're going to need is from the middle of your back tire, so up here on the axle, straight down, all the way out to the tongue of your vehicle. So, see it right here, we got it. I think I put in 143 inches, but levels up with the tongue jack. Again, more things you're not told before you start setup, so it's key to have that available and ready. So if I would have known these three things to begin with, level vehicle, width of back tires, and the length from the middle of the rearest tire, the middle of the axle, all the way up to the tongue, this installation would have been a breeze. It really would have. So the Wizard guide is great. It sets you up quickly. It has you, once you get the leveling unit in place in your rig, then you go up to your vehicle in the driver's seat, make sure that the signal is going to reach you. And it's really pretty easy. I'm not going to get too technical in this. Everybody's got a video out there, step by step by step. Not my jam on this one. It is super easy. Just remember those three things: level your vehicle, get the two measurements, and then go right into the setup Wizard. It's going to be easy. So hope this helps. All right, so we just got our rig out of storage. We had the storage place de-winterize it, just not at a place or in a location where I live that is easy and comfortable to perform those de-winterization processes just yet. So we had the storage lot do that for us. So, but as a relatively rookie RV extravaganza user, this is our first time getting it out of storage after all winter. So it's kind of like starting all over again. What do we need to check? We don't have a checklist per se, but I am going to be checking all the larger systems. So that is everything to where the AC works, that our heater is working, from the LP tanks, the refrigerators are working. We have a cooler on the outside that holds a lot of refrigerated goods for us. We want to make sure that's cooling down. All the fuses are still in good working shape. The microwave works. All the lights work. Look for any kind of water damage that might have happened over the winter. So a lot of storms came through. We're in St. Louis before we picked up the rig. So we just want to check it out, make sure that's okay. Make sure all the windows and the blinds are all working good. The TV, I know it's kind of an extra, but you know, we can get by without it, but you know, we're going to check that while we got it here at the house. Fans, both fans, the one in the main cabin area as well as the one in the wet bath. Check out the water supply. So we'll hook up the city water and fill our tanks up a little bit just to make sure that everything's working correctly. We are hooked up to shore power from our garage, so we're completely electrified to get this rig up and running. Going to check out the stereo, check out just about everything. The tires, we already set the tire pressure. Now I'm going to go around next with a torque wrench, make sure the torque is right, make sure everything's lubed. So there's quite a bit to do when you bring it out of storage. Like I said, I know there's checklists. we didn't get one for whatever reason. We feel pretty confident that we know the rig well enough that we can go front to back and figure things out. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get to that, and maybe we'll show you some stuff later on. One of the things I do absolutely love about our rig, as far as an upgrade that we made, is this Carmtech keyless, padless, whatever we want to call it, keyless remote entry. We do have key fobs that go with it even. So we can open it remotely or close it remotely. But it was the first thing we found wrong on the rig when we went to go open it when we were going to check it out. So it looks like the batteries died. So even right off the bat, it doesn't look like it's going to be a huge pain, but I'll just need to take these screws out, and we got batteries on the inside, and I'll replace it. Again, nothing dramatic, nothing traumatic, just another thing that just needs to get done. So don't think your rig is going to make it through the wintertime completely unscathed. If it is, good for you, but we've got some work to do. New batteries are in, so let's go ahead and replace the cover. After getting the batteries in, we got a confirming little beep beep, so the unit is still working and getting power. Let's see if the actual lock opens. There we go, locked. And unlocked. Fantastic. And when the unit doesn't have batteries, it's not like you're completely without. You can still manually open and close it, or at least deadbolt it from the inside. And then of course on the outside we have the actual place for the keys to go in. So super convenient. Batteries changed, mission accomplished. Hoo-yeah! Again, just another catch while checking out the rig after getting out of storage. If you saw the mod last year that we did on our LP covers, where we went from a traditional cotter pin to the snazzy little push button to pop this cover off, everything went really well on the left side here, but the right side seems to be a little stubborn. So we're going to give it a shot of this Houdini. Again, just another thing to expect the unexpected. Everything needs to be lubricated and taken care of all over again when you get these things out of storage. All right, there was our issue. As expected, I reached around back, put a shot of lubricant in the release mechanism, and came off just fine. Hey, so I was thinking about something else we did on purpose when we first got the rig. Watched a ton of videos, just like you probably have, and did some overkill as well, like many of us have. So one of the most conscious decisions that we made around our security was to get locks and different security devices that were all combination driven with the same combination, or a combination of one or two, so that we always knew what that combination was, because we hate carrying keys. The last thing I want on my key ring is another set of 2 or 3 keys for the rig, whether it be for the Carmtech lock on the outside, and I'm going to show you here in a second where we have a few others, so stand by. Starting with our tongue jack, we have a master combination lock. That's our first security device with no key. Here on our LP tanks, when we were first looking at RV videos, we saw that people occasionally have been known to come in, steal your LP tanks. So we went out and got a nice long bicycle lock with a long cable to secure that in place. And then finally, our Carmtech, even though it does have locks, it is remote, as you can see with the keypad, with keyless entry. So that is a 3rd place. And then a 4th place that we have it is on another one of those bike locks like we have on the LP, that we will connect to our electrical hookup to the shore power, so that no one takes our dog bone or anything like that, so it's all secured in place. All right, so I'm up on top of the RV because when I opened the, what we call the fart fan, I noticed that the seal kind of got hung up. And I know it's not connecting right here. It's not bad, it just might need to be, have a little adhesive put on it and some lubrication on the outside. So yeah, that's another thing I gotta do. Again, you just find these things as you go along.